Wow! You did it! Now you're gonna have to go outside of the ship. I know it looks scary, but that's the only way to the top. Oh, make sure you wear a spacesuit before you go out there, or you could die. Don't forget.
Wow! Did you see that? Scary, but also kind of a stupid move on their part, don't you think? Pretty obvious, wasn't it? They're putting on a big show trying to scare us. Means we're getting under their skin. That's a good thing. Of course, now it looks like we've got a big death ray thing we need to take down before they blow up the whole damn planet. But it's nice to know we're having an effect, don't you think?
This is kind of exciting, isn't it? I've never seen this part of the ship before. Oh no! They turned this one off too! You're going to have to find the other end and turn it back on. Good luck. We'll stay right here and wait for you.
We're losing systems like crazy.
Hey, guess what? You can go home! I was looking at the controls on the bridge here, and most of it doesn't make any sense to me because it's in that weird alien language. But there's this one thing I saw, and I think maybe I accidentally pushed a button while we were fighting that big ship. And I think maybe the button I pushed sent some kind of a thing back down to Earth. I didn't mean to, honest. But this is a good thing. I think now you can use the teleporter in the captain's quarters to get back to Earth. Pretty great, isn't it? Anyway, I just thought I should tell you.
Hold it right there. What are you doing here? Mercier didn't make it? Damn. How do they expect us to play when we don't even have enough people on our team? Well, as long as you brought the formula, I guess we're still in the game. The name's Goalie Ledoux, and I'm captain of Sudden Death Overtime, the last of the ice gangs. There was a time where every city had their own ice gangs, and thousands would show up to watch them all duke it out in giant arenas. We aim to bring those days back. Now look, you gonna sell us that formula, or do we have to face off? I'm putting 250 caps up on the scoreboard. What do you say? Nicely played. And I know talent when I see it. Here you go. Okay, team. Let's get out of here.
Who the hell are you? And what do you think you're doing? You a wise ass? Or just stupid? Okay, stupid. Let's go see the boss.
Look, Wastelander, I'm not sure what brings you here, but we don't like surprise visits from the local populace. You're lucky you weren't killed. But maybe there's more to you than the average rubble dweller, hmm? That computer there on your wrist. Maybe you can be useful to us after all. So you do have half a brain. That's good. I'll keep it simple. I need you, and I need that computer of yours. You help me out, and I'll do what I can to help you. This isn't an offer the outcasts extend to anyone, so you really should think carefully about it. Records indicate there's some high-value tech in this base, but we can't get to it. The armory is sealed by a blast door, and we can't get it open. We're pretty sure anyone who completes the facility's VR simulation program will gain access, but it requires a certain interface. Unfortunately, we don't have one. You do, right there on your wrist. I need you to go into the simulator and complete that program, which will unlock the armory. You'll get a share of the gear, of course. It's the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska from Chinese communists. It was a pretty significant event in American history, according to our scribe. I won't lie to you. It's heavy combat. Safety protocols disengaged. That means you die in the sim, your body goes into massive cardiac arrest. You're still listening, so I'm going to assume you're interested. But time's wasting. Sibley can take you to the pod. Olin will get you briefed. If you want to walk away, you're free to leave. My men won't stop you.
You're here to help? Fine, then put this on. Get in the chair, and we'll run the simulation. Until you actually do something that helps us out, you're just one more liability. The same thing we always do. Recover technology and preserve it, making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. McGraw's hope is that whatever's in here will give us a big advantage. I'm not convinced, but I'm on his side. You're not sitting in that thing unless you're wearing the suit. For it. I'm not gonna have you fry the circuits.
Hey! Wake up! Come on! Snap out of it! That was a hell of a nasty fall you took. When your chute bunched up like that, I thought you were a goner. Hope the other guys made it. I don't think their patrol spotted us coming in. So at least we still have the jump on. You still have your gear, so I'm gonna let you make the call. You can go in quiet, or guns blazing. We'll still meet at the rendezvous point inside, as planned. Then we'll blow those artillery guns to hell. Just watch yourself. Red's up here won't take prisoners. Good luck.
Damn fine work you did taking out those guns. Damn fine. Unfortunately, while you were up there climbing mountains, we were down here getting our butts kicked. The Chinese decided to use our field HQ for target practice, and damn near blew us all to pieces. We lost some good men, including my strike team commander, Colonel Patterson. I didn't call you down here for a pep talk and cigars. You've earned yourself a field promotion, soldier. As of this moment, you're taking over Patterson's strike team. And before you thank me, you better wait and see what your mission entails. There are 3 hardened targets that stand between us and the Chinese headquarters. That's where your strike team comes in. Follow me over to the situation map and I'll bring you up to speed. Okay, pay attention, soldier. I'm only gonna go through this once. We've set up our new field HQ down here. The area is pretty secure now that the artillery guns are gone. The first of the 3 targets we need to handle is their Chimera depot over here. Be careful on your approach. You're gonna have to get through the enemy camp on the way. Once you breach the perimeter of the depot, you need to take out both of the main fuel tanks. Your second target is all the way over here. The Chinese have set up a listening post set into the side of Callaway Ridge. There are some abandoned mines along the route, so keep your eyes and ears open. It's a great place for an ambush. You need to clear the place of personnel, so we can get our intelligence boys in there to start decoding. Once the first 2 targets are down, the last obstacle standing in the way is their damn pulse field. You need to cross it, then cause it to overload, so we can mop up the place with the T-51Bs. Let me warn you now, unless you have some sort of a death wish, I wouldn't even go near the field until the first 2 targets are down. Lieutenant Morgan will be your eyes and ears for Operation Anchorage, so get everything else you need from him. Uncle Sam's invested a lot of money turning you into a killing machine. Time to pay him back. Dismissed!
So, you're in charge of Patterson's suicide squad, huh? Hey, all I got to keep me warm out here in this freeze box is my sense of humor. Anyway, I'm here to give you a hand with intelligence and logistics. Whatever you need, I'm your guy. Don't worry about it. Sergeant Montgomery will be your squad commander, and he knows all the ins and outs of the team. If you need anything, like reinforcements or status reports, just speak to him. So, what else can I do for you before you hit the field? Okay, that's what I'm here for. Uncle Sam's made it really easy for you. All you have to do is use Patterson's terminal here in the command tent. Use the recruitment markers I gave you, and choose your team members any way you see fit. Then head outside to the barracks, and your units will be ready to go. No way. The bigger your strike team, the bigger your footprint on all the Chinese sensing devices. You need to think small. The recruitment markers I gave you will recommend what size you keep your team in order to maintain the smallest footprint possible. So to put it simply, you pick a big clunky robot, and you won't have much room left in the team for many other units. You decide. You can always speak to your strike team squad leader and requisition a new unit if you've lost one. Okay, whatever you need. That's my specialty. What target did you need a report on? You've got 2 fuel tanks to destroy. One in the central courtyard of the facility and one near the rear gate. This place is one tough nut to crack. Not only do you have the chimeras to contend with, but the place is heavily populated by infantry. Oh, this place is a honeypot, let me tell you. Not only is it swarming with regular ground troops, but they've put their best guys in there as well, the Crimson Dragoons. I hear those guys start training as soldiers right from the womb, so watch yourself in there. The problem out there isn't the field itself. I mean, you wouldn't be foolish enough to drag robots out there with you. The place is crawling with their stealth units, the Crimson Dragoons. If you spot something out of the corner of your eye, shoot first and ask questions later, or it's the last thing you'll ever see. Okay, whatever you need. Can do. Just use the requisition terminal here in the command tent. Pick whatever loadout you need, and the terminal will dispense a requisition tape. Bring it to the quartermaster officer and you're all set. The government sure loves its paperwork, doesn't it? Sure. What did you need to know? Yes? Put simply, it's a co-opted mining rig that's been changed into an armored vehicle. Bigger and tougher than any tank we have in our arsenal. The Chinese fitted the vehicle with multiple weapons, reinforced the armor, and outfitted them for long range. Take the explosive charges I gave you and locate both of the fuel tanks. Just stick them on and boom! Couldn't be easier. I wouldn't stand too close to admire your handiwork, though. The fireball will likely take your head off. Well, I don't know about you, but if I was running across the main battlefield, I'd like a few less of those monstrosities shooting at me. Take out the depot, and they have nowhere to rearm and refuel their armor. Otherwise, they'll blast your team to bits. Absolutely. Go on. Basically, you need to clear it of all personnel and make it safe for occupation by our troops. It's a little bit of a rat hunt, though, since you'll have to poke around inside the facility and root them out one by one. The Chinese have a team of commandos they call their Crimson Dragoons. They're pretty much the best soldiers they've got. That listening post is filled with those units. I'd be extra careful in there if I were you. They aren't about to give that place up lightly. Well, the Chinese army not only uses the listening post to spot our forces and relay battle information, they also use it for air traffic control. If we can get a hold of that facility, we can stop them from bombing the living hell out of us any chance they get. Absolutely. What did you need to know? Well, it generates a grid-based, localized electromagnetic pulse. Anything mechanical that goes through there gets all its circuits fried. The only thing that can punch through their defenses there are the T-51Bs, so you can see the problem. There's a bunker the Chinese have set up to monitor the area somewhere beyond the emitters. An operator in the bunker can deactivate the field to allow their own guys to pass through unharmed. If you can get to the bunker, you could set the field to overload and blow it out permanently. Yep, if you take down the pulse field, we'll send the T-51B shock troops in to blast through their defenses, and then it's on to the headquarters. Absolutely. Okay, whatever you need. Better dead than red, right? Well, looks like we're working together again, sir. General Chase assigned me to the strike team. And thanks to your promotion, I guess I'll be saluting you from now on. Simulation? What the hell are you talking about? This is as real as it gets, GI. And thanks to you, a lot of guys are still vertical. Those artillery guns were pounding the crap out of our soldiers. All in a day's work, he says. Yeah, sure. Every day I wake up and single-handedly infiltrate a commie-infested base on a suicide mission. With a role model like you, our boys are gonna turn into killing machines. Subroutines? This is an army gig, not the Navy. You sure those artillery guns going off didn't shake something loose up there? Look, we all want to get through this. None of us asked to be here. We all left things behind when this shit started. Some of the guys out here are falling apart. We need guys like you to keep them focused. Make them think they're gonna get home one day. That's the spirit, buddy. Now, on to bigger and better things, eh? Well, everyone's ready to go kick some commie ass. Sir, what are your orders? Well, they're pretty much untouched. The listening post needs to be secured, and the fuel tanks at the Chimera Depot need to be destroyed. Of course, after all that's done, the pulse field still needs to be deactivated. Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the mining town.
Sir.
Hell, you earned a lot of respect with the soldiers for what you did to those Chinese artillery guns. Tell you what, take this extra gear with you. Requisitions be damned. If anyone asks, it fell off a truck. Everything appears to be in order. Here you go. Sir. Help yourself. Anything you need should be in the ammo crates. Yeah, sure. You can...
The mining town is crawling with commie forces, sir. We're holding up here for the moment. What are your orders? The mining town is crawling... Yes, sir. We'll wait here.
Okay.
The mining town is crawling... Yes, sir. Listening post secured, sir. Awaiting new orders. Can do. What unit should we request? They'll be here momentarily, sir. Can... You got it, sir. Can... The fuel tanks at the... Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the ice camp. Ice camp's right around the bend, sir. We're holding up here for the moment. What are your orders? Yes, sir. We'll attack the enemy at the ice camp.
你们会在空中的中国选对面看似的演员，我绝不会当你们的俘虏。That'll do, soldier. Stand down. With the General's death, our boys can secure this refinery and be on their way to Anchorage proper. You've helped pave the way for taking the city back from the Reds, soldier. Good work. That'll complete this portion of your training. Report to your superior for debriefing in your next assignment. Dismissed!
Good job making it through that simulation. All you have to do now is open the armory. And as agreed, you get your share. Feel free to take whatever you want. If our records are right, there's plenty for all of us.